Philly film. Games. It's over.
Welcome back to the Philly Film Games. Things are just rolling along and I'm so happy. Yes. Now my brain's starting to operate half. I don't feel like such an idiot. But I will. I don't know why I'm now on this whole idiot trend thing, but since I'm on the subjects of stupidity, one of the things that I probably, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this. It's probably not the probably not the greatest thing to talk about, but screw it, I'll say it. I am sapiosexual, which probably has everyone raising their eyes that are listening to this. What that means is that I have a sexual attraction to intelligence. It doesn't matter who it is. I just like intelligence because I'm one of these people, I can't carry on a very stupid conversation very long. It hurts my head. I'm going to keep it in a bottle. Just like that one. I'm going to keep it in a bottle. Cool beans. Life is good. Alright. And, I mean, I've run into these issues before. They're nothing new to me. I've had it for years. I just never knew the name of it up until about probably a year ago that I've been identified as this. And, whew. Yeah, take that, you bum. So, I mean, it really didn't dawn on me, and I remember the first time I realized that I had this issue was, there was this girl who, and this is something I find important. So, guys, this is a special message for you. If at any time a young lady ever asks you to go on a date, you go on that date. You go on that date. You have to. It's imperative. I'm telling you this with peace and love because you all should know how horrible it is and the anxiety that comes along with asking somebody out on a date. You know, just building up the courage to actually contact them, or at least ask them the question to ask them on a date. I'm gonna die. I need to be able to see. So you should realize that it is very important, or at least how much anxiety is going to be revolving around the idea of asking you out. So when they ask you out, you know what? This applies to women too. If there are any girls listening to what I'm about to say, take heed on it. And it is this. If somebody has the courtesy to ask you out on a date, unless they look like they're gonna take you into their basement and do horrible things, at least go out for a cup of coffee. That's sort of my thought. Like, that's what you should do. I mean, it takes a lot of courage to do that sort of thing. So, I think you should do it. And so, back to the original story. I was asked, I worked at a grocery store for a summer, and I was asked. How many? Screw it. Screw the hammer. Hammer's not gonna work here. Yeah, maybe it will. No, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Jeez. There we go. She asked me, while at work, if... There we go. Yeah, just like that. Boom, 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 boom. Blow up like a Michael Bay film. She'd asked me if I would go on a date with her. And this is what this is. I said yes. She was a nice girl. Don't get me wrong. And she was a nervous wreck about asking it. So I realized that yeah, sure, why not? I'll go on a date with you. And so there's not a whole lot to do in my hometown. There just never was. And Vlek, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. Storyboard. I'm not interested. So, I'll just let it go while I'm telling you the story. So, there's not a whole lot to do in my hometown. So, but there was something that I thought would have been decent. I like miniature golf a lot. My father and I have been playing tournaments just as he was the better player for years. And right now, I'm the current champion. Barely. And, yes, I understand everything that you just said. So... Oh, thank God this is over. So, we go to a miniature golf course. I gotta go to number 2. So, we go to the miniature golf course. We play. I even tried to play bad. Because I could tell she was just not that coordinated. And I still blew her out the water. And, so, we talk. And, I dropped the word inebriated. I'm not... and this is well before I'm even in grad school. I'm not even out of college yet. I'm not even out of undergrad. I'm still going to the slippery rock. To the slippery rock. The rock. And I dropped the word inebriated. And she's like, what? Inebriated. You know, drunk. Oh, like she'd never heard that word before. I ran into that again this week. Only it wasn't inebriated, and it wasn't me that said it. Walking into the men's restroom, which is something that I'm off to do while I'm in my, bloody... There's things coming at me and I can't think straight. Cool, he was purple for a second. Yeah, I'll shove arrows up your nose. I don't care. This dude is talking to another dude. He drops the word copious. He's like, oh yeah, and we had copious amounts of whatever they were talking about. And dude straight up looked at him and was like, what's copious mean? First of all, this is what I want to say. Let's take a little trip back down to 3rd or 4th grade English and look at context clues about what it is that you just said. Alright? Copious amounts of something. Copious amounts. The word amounts means plural. More than one. Alright. I can fly with that. So you're talking about more than one. So I'm gonna assume that it's not. It's not gonna mean a little bit. It'll probably mean something, maybe more than what it is that you're thinking about. And so, dude just sort of listens like, it means a lot. Ah, crap. And they kind of go on their day. And all that goes through my mind is really copious is not that hard of a word. It really isn't when you think about it. And when I really think about it, I should say next time on Film Games, I'm going to take on the second dungeon.